Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Confined Conditioning. My name is Jenna McCarthy. I am a nutrition educator for Mono and Alpine counties, and today we are doing a 15-minute HIIT workout. So HIIT standing for high intensity interval training. So here's how this is going to work. We have 9 moves. You're going to do them each for 1 minute. I'm going to give you about a 30 to 45 second break in between each move. So that's when you can let your heart rate come down a bit, get a drink of water, stretch as you need to. I'm going to try to show you the next move in that time, but I too might need a little stretch, rest, or water. So bear with me, we will get through this and we will have fun. I can almost promise that. So first up, we are doing jumping jacks, getting that heart rate up. If this is your first time through, if you're not warmed up, you might want to start at a lower intensity, and then as your body gets warmed up, you can take it up a little bit. Maybe those shoulders are a little sore, you want to just start with this, and then work up to the full extension. As always, you don't want to push yourself too hard, so maybe right now with your current fitness level, this is too much. There is no shame in doing this for the full 60 seconds. You are moving, you are working your body. It should feel good. You should not be hurting yourself. We have about 10 more seconds, and then you're going to get a rest. That's when I like to push myself, when I know a rest is coming. In 3, 2, 1. So take about 30 seconds. I'm going to readjust my ponytail here because it's falling out on me. Again, maybe as your body starts getting warmed up, if you're not warmed up before this, which if you want, you can go do the warm-up video first. But otherwise, this is a good time to start feeling those parts of your body that maybe have been inactive for a while and start stretching them a little bit. About 5 seconds. So now we are moving to side leg kicks. So come with me. It's important that you get your balance. We want form over safety, or form over speed here. So safety over speed. So I think it helps to do a little rock, get a focal point, and then lift. Maybe you can only kick this high. That's fine. We're going to switch in 3 seconds. So moving on, again, balance first, focal point. It's okay too, if that's all too much, and you just want to do a lift like this. You just want to keep that hip facing up. So you want to think of your hip facing the ceiling. I'm having a hard time talking and keeping my balance today. But we're working that outer hip. So whatever level you're at, hip toward ceiling, hip up. All right, we are moving to reverse lunges. So for this one, you want to think of both legs getting to 90 degrees. I'm going to slow down to show you form. So 90, 90. Okay. I didn't give you a break, but I promise I'll give you a 45-second break next time. I'm looking at my clock thinking, how does that not work out? Because I forgot to give you a break. I'm sorry. I promise I'll give you a 45-second one here in a minute. So again, 90 degrees both ways. If you want to, if you feel warmed up and it's in your ability level, if you want to take this up a notch, you can add a jump like this. We have about 5 more seconds here, and then I promise I will give you your 45 seconds. Take your break, take your rest. I'm used to doing the workouts where you don't get the rest as you go that are built in, so you just take them when you need them. But here I promise to give you rest, so I'm going to try to fulfill that from here on out. So when you come back, and you have about 20 seconds, but I just want to preview the move for you. Okay, you're going to do seal jacks, just like the animal, okay? So your legs are doing the jumping jacks, your arms are doing it like a seal instead of the traditional up and down, okay? 3, 2, 1, seal jacks. Again, if the jumping's too much, or if you're not warmed up, you can just start with a basic step out and back in. I point my toe because of my years of dance, but that's not required. Maybe it's too much for you to get your arms all the way out, so you want to just take them a little bit, maybe like a 45-degree angle, okay? I also think, you have a minute for each exercise, so there's no reason why you can't go at different levels throughout that minute. Maybe you start with the jump, and then you move back down to here, and then you challenge yourself. We have about 10 more seconds. If you know you're gonna get a break, now that I've remembered to give it to you. So challenge yourself with that cardio, getting that heart rate back up in the last 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds here. Again, stretch, get water. It's important to hydrate as you're sweating. All right, you have about 15 seconds. When we start up again, you're going to go to side jumps. So this is the basic move. Facing forward, jumping from one to the other. In 3, 2, 1. You're with me now, hopefully. But again, if you need a little bit more of a break, that's okay. Okay, so again, here's the basic move. Keeping our abs tight as we jump from one leg to another. When we have to keep our balance when we're in the air, that's how we're working our core. So you want it to be tight. You want those abs nice and tight. Think if someone were to punch you, it's not going to hurt. Hopefully nobody's punching you, but that's just a good thing to think about, okay? To make sure you have the correct form. Again, if you need to just step and touch for a while, that's fine. If you want to push yourself, you can go to a full skater jump. So just going lower into a lunge. You have about 5 seconds left here. I'm going to go back to this one. And you get a break in 3, 2, 1. I need it. It wears me out to talk and exercise at the same time. But that's good. That means I have at least a moderate intensity workout, if not a vigorous. Okay, we're shooting, if you're a kiddo, we're shooting for 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous intensity a day. If you're an adult, we're shooting for at least 30, okay? So it should be hard for you to talk. That's how you know you're at that level. Okay, I'm giving you a little bit more than 30 seconds. You're welcome. In 5 seconds, we're gonna go to the next one. Join me in 3, 2, 1. This is a calf raise, okay? Some of you may do this with weights, and if you have them, that's fine, but it's not required, okay? But all we're doing is coming up, raising up to our tiptoes, holding for a second or two, and then coming back down. So hold, back down, up, hold, down, okay? If you feel like, I want to get that cardio up, okay, you can turn this into a little bit of a jump. If you're jumping, you're working the calves still, just not quite as concentrated, but anytime you're jumping, you're going to get that heart rate back up, okay? So you can choose what level you're at, but here's the basic, and now I'm going to ask you to hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's a good balance. All right, take a little break. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Okay, and then we are going to move on to raised leg swings. So we've done 6 exercises. The next 3 are all going to be on the floor. So if you don't have a rug, if you don't have carpet, you might want a mat or a towel, but something that might make it a little more comfortable for you as you work on the floor. You have about 5 more seconds. Okay, so we are going to raise leg swings. So join me on the floor. Okay, so you're in tabletop. You're going to put one leg back. You're going to raise it up and do kind of like a little circle back and forth. Again, we're calling this raised leg swings. We're going to do 30 seconds one way, and then we'll switch legs and do 30 seconds on that leg. So you have about 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Again, we're keeping our back nice and flat. Oh, the camera's in the way, so I'm going to have to move. Keeping that back nice and flat, nice and straight. And keeping our core tight, our tummy tucked in as if our belly button is going into our back. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to get a little stretch while I'm down here. I like to put my foot on the opposite knee and bring that in a little bit. Stretch out that hip. All right. Next up, we have bridges. So again, you're still going to be down here. So no need to move unless you went to get water. All right, so follow me here. So you're flat on your back, okay, and you're just going to raise up like a bridge and hold it for a couple seconds and then back down. So up, hold, back, down. Up, hold, back, down. Now you can challenge yourself at different levels here. This is kind of the basic move, but if you want, you can hold this for longer. So if we're doing it for a minute, you might hold it for 10 seconds, come down for a couple seconds. Up for 10 seconds, come down for a couple seconds. You might try to work to hold it the whole time. Okay, we're squeezing our glutes as it's up here. That's how we're getting that work. Okay, focusing on that glute right now. This is the conditioning part. We're letting our cardio come down and focusing on one major area. Okay, you got about 7 more seconds. Challenge yourself to hold it if you can. 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, so last one. I think it's the most challenging. Yay! Okay, challenge yourself. So this one is called side leg raises. So we did side leg kicks before. Now we're on the floor and we're going to raise that leg. So join me down here. Mirror me. Okay, so I'm going to have my elbow up. This leg is on the floor, my knee is bent. This leg is out straight, and you just lift this up as much as you can. My dog's in front of my clock, but I'm going to try to guess where that was and give you 30 seconds on one side, and then we'll switch, and you can do 30 seconds on the other. Okay, this is the basic. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come up here. That's when it gets harder. Sometimes I think it helps to pull this arm up. You have 5 seconds left in 3, 2, 1. We're switching to the other side. All right, so 30 seconds here. So I'm going to come up. This is kind of my in-between. If this is still easy, you can outperform Jenna, and you can put both legs out and do it like this. Okay, I know I can't do that continuously and talk for 30 seconds, so I'm going to be down here for a second. All right, you have about 5 more seconds. Push, push, push. Almost done. And 3, 2, 1. That 15-minute workout is done. And I see we actually finished in a little less than 15 minutes because probably I didn't give you that one break. So I apologize for that, but you have 9 minutes of solid work in there with some rest in between. I hope you felt like your heart rate's up, you're energized, you're ready to go about the rest of your day. I hope you stay healthy, I hope you stay safe, and I hope you stay sane. We will see you next time on Confined Conditioning. Have a good day.